Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Vikings first down.
On play action, now McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He finds Bolden. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Scampering home from 19 yards. And now this offense gets ready to take over the football. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. To the air with McCarthy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now McCarthy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A 6-yard pickup brings up the 2nd.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. Now 2nd and 3. Here's McCarthy. They'll roll him out right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing again, McCarthy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is McCarthy. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 6 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more, so that gives you a little bit more space.
The Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
63 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson.
It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped. 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard
The
line.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
I see you from across the room. I thought I wouldn't feel a thing. I think it's getting colder now. I wanna get close.
2 yards to go, second down. On play action, McCarthy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Coverage by Terrion Arnold.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And his throw is incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 115 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Off play action. McCarthy
to the right side and complete to Jefferson.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he will score. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
at the 47.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Another reception made over the middle. This is Bolden.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Officially no
2nd
gain
down
on the play, and it's 2nd down.
41-yard line.
Off the play fake. McCarthy. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good for a Vikings 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
Now
play.
a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Kirby Joseph on the coverage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
Now a handoff running through the middle.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Tackled at the 20.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off play action. McCarthy. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They go play action here on first down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Second and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
That's good for a Vikings.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Boy, 184 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will score.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. And I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, closing in. I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
Always on my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors, and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which card to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner.
Football is back. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is the new EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1 of the 2025 regular season. Lots to look at this week. Let's start in Minneapolis. The Vikings at home to take on the Detroit Lions. And this is the Vikings running back. He's going to get into the secondary, and he'll take it all the way. That's a 36-yard touchdown run. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears as they host the Denver Broncos. And it's Caleb Williams hooking up with his man for the touchdown here. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Bears wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. And this is the running back for the home team. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Vikings are able to come away with their first victory on the season. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears as they host the Denver Broncos. And this is Caleb Williams, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Bears had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the North Star State, where the sounds of the Yaller horn and the Skol chant echo throughout U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach, his guys.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run, not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And this one's incomplete.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. And some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run.
just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action. Now McCarthy.
Rolling to his right.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. The Vikings 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
From the gun on third down, McCarthy able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Open man, that's Felton.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy.
Flush to his right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks,
Here's 2nd and 10. There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
Escaping the pressure right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's McCarthy.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Arthur Burden, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season? The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And his throw here is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
3rd down and 4.
Now McCarthy. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down before the contact. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Steps away to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
The final shot before break. McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at the Vikings now to start their next drive. McCarthy off the play fake. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing is McCarthy. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
A gain of 22 yards. That's another Vikings first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
44-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Tackle made right at midfield. Brings up 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, McCarthy rolling to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. McCarthy. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Off the play fake. McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Vikings. From 6 yards away. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And he lost 6 there on the 1st down play. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And how about this, a fake? And this is going to blow up. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. They'll they'll start this drive out on the ground.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Completes this to Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the front.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Minnesota, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.
Everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts. They do. I've been Houdini with my commas. My mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback, kicking it in Cali with today's Susu. But everybody's got a song called Rockstar. Lately I've been feeling like one, so I wrote one too. And it goes like... check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wonder